One.
Hello, 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 and welcome to Landon-Bridges, where we bridge the gap between neighbors, ideas, and communities. Tonight, I have the privilege of interviewing not just any band. I have the privilege of interviewing the Prince Experience, the Prince Tribute Band. Thank you so much for taking the time to stop and talk to me.
Thank you for
How are
having
you
us.
all doing tonight?
We're doing great.
Good.
We had a
Good.
great show, so
Yes,
we're
great
doing good.
show. Yes.
Yeah, and we're in the cool air right now.
I know. Such a change from outside.
Yeah.
Yes. Please introduce yourselves to the audience.
Go ahead. Ladies first.
Ladies first, yes.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
My name is Iman Khan. I am the singer, and I put in some moves in there as well.
Yes.
I'm Josh Becker, and I'm the keyboard player doing the role of Dr. Fink, the doctor.
Yes.
My name is Gabriel Sanchez, the role of Prince.
Yes.
If
Thank
you
you
could
so much.
guess.
Yes, Prince. Yes, everyone, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me. So I read that you starred in the Purple Rain in a local theater.
Yes.
And so that's what sparked the idea for the Prince Experience.
Yes.
Would you care to elaborate about that?
Yeah, so I was asked to do it with a friend who was involved with the theater,
Mhm.
and I had bought tickets for other shows prior to that.
Okay.
And I just to help them out, I have friends doing something, you want to help back them up.
Sure.
He goes, oh, we're doing Purple Rain. I'm like, oh, I love Prince. I'm like, tell me when the tickets are on sale, I'll buy some, and I was all excited.
Yes.
He goes, we want you to do Prince. And first I said, no, I have never acted. I've never learned a Prince song in my
Yeah.
life. I love Prince, but I never learned any. And I started thinking about it, man, I love it so much. It sounds like a good challenge, and I've always wanted to act.
Yes.
So I said yes.
Okay.
And I remember I was at a bar at some open jam,
Mm-hmm.
and a bunch of friends had heard that I was doing it. They're like,
Yes.
well, you can play guitar and sing and dance like him, and
Okay.
blah, blah. I'm like, what did I get into? So I kind of got a little freaked out, and I went home that night and put the CD on. And I'm just lucky that I have a wide vocal range.
Yes.
So like, okay, I can hit the notes. I have to learn how to color them correctly
Okay.
and sound like him.
Yeah.
Which took a long time,
Mhm.
but at least I could do it,
Mm-hmm.
At the time, I wasn't as much of a lead guitar player, so I had to like literally just by ear learn. Every morning, get up and just play the record and learn by ear, just some of the guitar solos,
Yeah.
and I had to watch the movie over and over and over to listen and watch how he acted, and like how he moved his eyes, how he walked,
Yes.
all the movements, just
Mhm.
trying to study it,
Yes.
And then when the play came, it was only a 3-day show, Friday,
Okay.
Saturday, Sunday.
Mhm.
So that's all it was, and it's so much fun. And I never had as much crazy things that women were doing, before and after the show.
Yes.
And things were saying, people were going, man, if you could hear what the ladies are saying
Oh my
when
goodness.
you're on stage,
What
like
were they saying?
they were saying stuff like, I wish, when I'm doing Nikki and Pumping,
Uh-huh.
I couldn't do that tonight. Family friendly.
Right.
I wish I could be in between him and the stage right
Oh
now.
my goodness.
Stuff like that. And this is the craziest thing. I
Yeah.
had to wear a jockstrap. The guy who made these costumes,
Okay.
he made me wear a jockstrap.
Mm-hmm.
And I was taking it out in a baggie because it was sweaty, obviously.
Mhm.
So I had it into a baggie, and I'm walking out after the show, after one of the shows, and these girls were on the couch in the back of the theater, and
Yeah.
they're like, "Oh, great show!" I'm like, "Oh, thank you." They're like, "What's in the bag?" "Oh, just my jockstrap." I'm like, "No, it's not." And I'm like, "Yeah, my jockstrap." And I opened it up, and she literally grabbed it, and I'm smelling
my
it, and just
goodness.
all over her face. I'm
Wow.
like,
Okay.
"What?" I'm like, "I gotta keep doing this."
Oh my goodness.
I'm like, this could be something,
Yeah.
that could,
Yeah.
be a big thing,
I can see that. And it is a big thing. It was a really
but
big show.
back then, I mean, if I see video of how I was at that point
Yeah.
to now, it's such night and day difference.
Yes.
Because when you do something over and over, because we're constantly
Mhm.
trying to get better,
For sure. Yes.
Like when he first joined, he was asking, "Well, what if I did this, good, closer to the record?" I'm like, "If you're gonna do it, man, go ahead."
Yeah.
Like at the end of Dubs,
Mhm.
no other keyboard player could play it as better, perfect as him.
Wow.
And he was like, "I can do it just like it." I'm like, "Really?" And he did it. I'm like, "Wow." I heard all the keyboard players I've had, they were
Mhm.
like, "I can't do it." So they were just fake
Wow.
this. He said, "Do I do some crazy jazz thing like your last keyboard player?" I'm like, "Well, if you can do it," he did it. I'm like,
Yeah.
So stuff like that.
Yeah.
We're always trying to get better.
Of course.
Better
of
and
course.
better.
Yes.
So yeah, it's a never ending because nobody will ever be as good as Prince.
Exactly.
So we're just
Yeah.
constantly trying to get better.
Yeah. As a collective, what's the band's favorite song to perform together?
Ooh,
probably all have a
Yeah,
different one.
different
Okay,
answer.
okay.
You know?
I think it would be a different answer.
What's your
Yeah.
favorite song to perform?
You know what? Me and favorite questions are
Okay.
really rough because it just depends.
Yeah.
It just depends. Currently, I'm really loving Nikki. I just,
Okay.
it's just, yeah, it's bringing out something inside.
Okay.
So I like it.
Not Nikki. And what about yours? You have a favorite?
Like she says, it changes from time to time.
Okay.
I like I Would Die For You, but I think
My favorites.
Purple Rain is one that
Yeah.
everything just kind of lines up, and
Mhm.
even if it's not everybody's favorite, it's everybody's top three.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, yeah.
it's got the most just common, like, yeah, I love the song.
Mhm.
And in front of most crowds, they sing the oohs really loud, and they keep them going, and you see people moved by the song, and
Yes.
more than any other part of the show, that's a very spiritual experience.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that. You have a favorite song you have to perform?
Yes and no.
Okay.
I have to say it's two songs,
Two songs,
because
okay.
they're like back to back.
Okay.
Purple Rain, I know it sounds like it's
Mhm.
almost like pretty much cliche, but I still get moved sometimes. Like
Mhm.
not every single time, but most times I'll get moved, and sometimes I can't even sing correctly because
Yeah.
I'm gonna almost cry, choke up,
Mhm.
and I can't cry and sing. I see
Mhm.
people cry and sing tears. I'm
Mhm.
like, how are you crying and you're singing right now? I can't do that.
Yeah.
And so I'm trying to get out of your head, you know.
Yeah.
And I see people, and I'm watching people, and sometimes they're crying or they're like just singing, and then I get moved by that. And I'm
Mhm.
thinking of Prince,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just like, oh, I get moved.
Yeah.
Like, I just can't sing sometimes.
Mhm.
But it's like that's a good thing though.
Yeah.
You know.
Because you're feeling it.
The other one is The Beautiful Ones.
Okay. I love that one too.
Yeah,
One of my
that's
favorites.
one of
For two reasons, because I do a little piano thing, and you know I'm still trying to get better at that part,
Okay.
even playing the piano. I mean, I'm better now than when I first started doing it.
Yeah.
But still, it's a never-ending thing. How can I get better on that part? Just
Mhm.
get more flowing, and just I'm always kind of playing with it at home,
Mhm.
going to, just trying to do it so much so it feels like I'm not thinking about it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting better here and there.
Yeah.
But the vocals are really, really, really hard in this song.
Mhm.
And he goes from his head to his chest.
Mhm.
It took me years of studying. Okay, he's going to his chest on that one line,
Yeah.
that note. You know, so studying when he's doing it.
Right.
And it's still not perfect for me.
Yeah.
There's those screams at the end. I do those. They sound good, but they're still not exactly like his.
Mhm,
His are
mhm.
still better. I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
so I'm still trying to get to that level. You know, and I'll probably never, I probably never will, but it's fun trying. you know?
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, it's time for the next segment, a little game I like to play called Fill in the Blanks. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna quote a Prince song, and wherever I stop, you can let him play by himself, or we can do it as a collective. It's just, you know, I like a group. Y'all a band, so one band, one sound. Yes. okay. So I'm gonna say this. Baby, 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 what's it gonna be? Oh, baby, baby, baby,
Is it him or is it me?
yes, okay, yes, good job. I like that.
Too nice.
Oh, yeah, I have a little voice too.
Yeah.
That's
Very
nice.
nice.
Okay, thank you. Okay, what about this one? Which one of us is right if we always fight? Why can't we just let love decide?
Yeah.
Well, you played that one earlier today too.
Yup.
What's
Yeah.
next? What's next?
If I gave you diamonds and pearls,
Yeah. Oh, that's my jam.
would you be a happy boy or a girl?
I surely would be. Yes, good job. You're doing good. 2 for 4 so far. Okay, here, what about this one? Heard a voice on the news today saying something about stop the war. If I had a love as sweet as you, fill in the blanks.
You're stopping me.
Did I get it?
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Oh, shoot.
Do I need to say it?
Yes.
Yes.
They forget what they were fighting for. Remember that? Call my name?
Oh, I've heard that in way too long.
Call
I'm
my
sorry.
name?
Yes.
Prince. Oh my
Yes.
goodness.
I haven't heard that in too. Yes.
Yes.
Oh, he's satisfied with
I
this.
know. Because I did not hear you sing Call My Name.
No.
Yeah, you didn't sing
Yeah.
that one today.
The challenge sometimes is like even Alphabet Street
Mhm.
and Pop Life.
Mm-hmm.
I could never take the place of your man.
Oh,
Not-
yes.
If you're not like a deep cut fan, like
Yeah.
some of the
Yeah.
songs don't go over as well, and they,
Mhm.
you know, the crowd energy just shifts
Goes
a little
down.
bit.
Yeah. I get that.
So we have to be mindful of that
Mhm,
because
mhm.
there's so many amazing songs.
Yeah.
There is, you know,
Yes.
so
That's one of my
many.
favorites. I love that one.
Yeah.
Did you know the one that I played tonight, the real deep cut, International Lover?
I did. Actually, I looked that one up for today because I was thinking,
Oh.
that's not going to be on the set list. That's
Really?
Yes. But you played, I was like, oh, shoot. Now I can't answer that question.
My actual favorite song, now that I'm completely contradicting myself, is Free from the
Mhm.
1999 album.
Okay.
You know that one?
I don't know that one.
Oh, look that one up.
I'll have to look that
The
one up.
words are so appropriate for our time.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
Yeah.
And I was gonna ask, being since you started the band in 2002, going 20 years now, how do you stay current and relevant with performing such a classical artist with classical music? How do you stay current and relevant?
Honestly, I think the credit cannot go to us; it goes to Prince.
Yeah.
Because his,
You
I
know,
mean, if you
and
listen
it's
to
us.
his songs,
It's
Yeah.
just, yes, like again, just trying to get better at whatever song we're doing. Is
Mhm.
we can do that part better, or
Yeah.
whether it's a move on stage or a
Yeah.
certain harmony, adding a certain harmony that's not in there yet. You know,
Mhm.
like, yeah, we're missing that harmony. You know,
Mhm.
stuff like that.
Mhm.
Prince was way before his time. Like he predicted so many different things, like
For
you know
sure.
what happened in the music industry. I mean, just
Oh, yeah.
so many things. And when you go back and listen to some of these songs, like Free or
Mhm.
The Ladder or something
Mhm.
like that, the lyrics are so appropriate to now.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's just timeless.
Yes.
So that's how we stay current.
I love that. I love that. Yes. It's time for our next segment where we shine light on our guest, the Prince experience. So it's time for the Lighthouse Spotlight. So this is your first stop on your summer tour. And so I saw that you have shows in Wisconsin, Ohio, Michigan, Indiana.
Mhm.
What has been your favorite state to perform in so far?
I'm an Ohio person.
Okay.
I used to live there when I was a kid, and when we went to Cleveland back in November, we actually went into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and they let us jam there
Nice.
as a band.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That was a lot of fun, and kind of feel at home in Cleveland.
Mm.
Kind of a big fan of other sports teams.
Okay. Nice.
I mean, I have to say, it's fun to perform everywhere, but
Yes.
Wisconsin, just because we're
I'm
from
saying
there.
Wisconsin
Yeah.
hometown. Yes, I can see that.
Mhm.
What about for you?
Yeah, I would say the same thing back home
Wisconsin.
because that's where we started, and we had our fan base is so big there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
we're the biggest band back home. You know,
Nice.
we're the only band that's touring
Mhm.
on this level.
Mm-hmm.
You know, there's a lot of other really good musicians back
Mhm.
home, but we have a lot of fans that come out whenever we're doing a show. They do come out
Yes.
in droves. You know.
Yes. And you have family here too, right? You were saying.
Yes, I got
Yes.
family here, so yeah, I had some
Mhm.
family come out. So yeah, they're all over Texas.
Yes, yes, yes. Nice. And then with you also starting the band in 2002, are there any memorable high moments, some pinnacle moments that you can recall?
I mean, the first time that we ever performed at a House of Blues in Chicago, I love that. And then there was a story that one of the staff members was talking about when Prince was there, and and he was walking through like the space where we were, and
Yeah.
you could just, I don't know,
Yes.
that place was just had a really cool energy.
Nice.
So many artists going through, yeah.
I love that.
Okay, I have one.
Okay.
In fact, it could be one of the highlight places to play.
Mhm.
First Avenue.
We
We actually played there
Okay.
on the same stage.
Nice. That's
That
nice.
was a trip.
Yes.
So I was like,
Absolutely.
man, I felt like, am I even good enough to be on here?
Yeah.
That's how I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know if I even deserve to be on here. Am I
Yeah.
good enough?
But you are. You are. You are. The band is
And
great.
Prince was told that we were playing because he was alive at the time.
Okay.
And the guy goes, "Oh, I'm gonna tell Prince that you're here."
Mhm.
He didn't show up, but
Yeah.
he knew that we were playing there.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice. I went to Turks earlier this year, and I stayed at his villa across the ocean from his villa.
Oh.
The whole street was painted purple. The house was purple. The lights were purple at night. It was really
Wow.
nice. Yes, yes,
Huh.
yes.
That's cool.
I know. What is a moment that was a low for you? That you guys have experienced as a band. A low moment at all?
I have a few.
Okay.
Okay. You know what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
I think it's been 4 times now. I had wardrobe malfunctions.
Okay.
Where Yeah, shit fell out.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
twice at home.
Okay.
Okay, so the first time it was, I had these white pants that were really tight,
Mm-hmm.
and there was lace that was inside in this area right here, right? And you know, I would go down on my knees for certain songs, whatever, and it always felt like, oh, like I ripped my pants, and then I remember going, oh, I ripped my pants, and I would feel, I'm like, no, I just feel like, because the lace is there.
Mm-hmm.
And one time, it was in Chicago, I remember this clearly,
Okay.
and there was people like from me to you away,
Mm-hmm.
and I went down on my knees, and I felt it, I'm like, no, it didn't happen because I felt that before.
It's the boy you're
And I'm backing off. I'm spending back and doing this high scream, and all of a sudden I'm like, let me just look.
Yeah.
Look down. White pants, and I got brown skin. So it's, I'm like, everything is out. And I'm like, oh my God. I got up, and the shit was so tight.
Yeah.
Even though I pushed it all back in, it was like this because it was so tight. It just kept falling out. I'm like, oh my God. So I turned around. I just walked off stage and I just finished the song.
Oh my goodness.
And then I ran backstage to the guy who was helping me. I'm like, get my other pants. He's just laughing. Oh my God, let's do it. Stop laughing. Just help me get off my pants. And then the second time, it was at home.
Mm-hmm.
I had this cat make these outfits for us, and I never worked with him before, so I didn't know the quality of his work.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I found out it was bad because 4 songs in, we were doing Doves Cry. We came out with a bathtub. I came out in a bathtub with the curtains and the fog coming out with the light inside of it. And I'm in there, and as I'm walking out of it, I guess this whole, and I didn't know. So I didn't know this.
Yeah.
And I just ripped it. And then I'm halfway out of the tub, and I'm singing, Doves. And then I get out, and then I go to the front, and I'm, gyrating and it's open. So everybody in the first 4 rows saw everything.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, they saw everything. And I didn't shame myself, but
Prince was ashamed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm like, oh man. And somebody goes, and some of my friends saw it in the audience. They're texting people, get him off the fucking stage now. Finally, somebody from the side goes, get over here. I'm like, what? And they're like looking at this, and I look. I'm like, oh.
Yeah.
Cause I couldn't see it, but it was a flap.
Mm-hmm.
The flap was open,
Mm-hmm.
and I ran off stage and I had to just change quick.
Oh my goodness.
And so it's happened like that a couple of times.
Yeah.
And the last time was recently, but it was just my ball sack.
I just got all.
I remember bending down and I felt, it felt weird. Like, okay, I remember just as I'm singing to this girl.
Yeah.
I'm singing. I'm going. Let me just check. And so as I'm singing, I'm checking. I'm like, yeah, my balls are out. Okay, I'm like, all right.
Oh my goodness.
That is too funny. Do you have any embarrassing moments? Any low moments for you all?
I've never heard those stories in such detail.
Yeah,
I got to get it. I got
exactly.
it.
I mean, those like trump any
Yeah,
embarrassing thing.
yeah.
Yeah, trip or something like that,
That is too funny.
Yeah.
Okay, here's time for the next game, okay? Called Under the Bridge or Not. So I'll say a word or a phrase, and then you respond with under the bridge, meaning it goes away, or not under the bridge, meaning we'll keep it. Okay? So the first thing would be men in heels, under the bridge or not. Prince wore heels,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, keeping it.
You were keeping heels, for sure.
Oh yeah.
For sure, I love that.
I
What
don't know
about?
if I'm 6'6", I'd hit my head.
They might have a nice little platform. They call them a kitten heel. Get a kitten. How about the year 1999?
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Let's keep it.
What do you remember about 1999? What were y'all doing then? I was 9 years old then, so I was partying like I was 10.
Well, I mean, just a year itself with the song,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, it's so
Yeah,
yeah.
nice.
We gotta keep it.
For sure, for sure. What about the year 2020? That was COVID. Year COVID. That's
Yeah, I was doing online shows.
Oh, really?
I was
That's a
doing
thing.
every Saturday. In fact, some people here. I have fans around the country, even today. Like tonight, somebody said we were watching you every
Yeah.
Saturday. Every Saturday, I would do an hour show.
Oh.
Like I would do a full like Prince thing or just other songs, but yeah, it was always something.
I'm sure I didn't have the audience you did, but I actually, starting about a week after the shutdown, I started doing a show every night from my base. Every night from my basement, starting at midnight, went at least an hour. I would play music, and then went 74 days in a row until my first gig back. So it was kind of keeping me in a routine thing.
Yeah.
And I knew that, I mean, my life was pretty good, and I could deal with this better than most people. I felt so bad for other people who were having a worse time of it. But I happened to be locked into a house with somebody that I loved and liked hanging out with, so I was fortunate that way.
That's awesome.
Yeah, well, I did something a little bit different.
Okay.
So I, every single day until I ran out of wigs, I posted a picture on my Instagram of wig because I have a huge collection.
Nice.
So my day job is in mental health, so I'm a therapist.
Nice.
So I was trying to find ways to get, to just get people to have a little bit of fun and not be so serious because it was a serious time.
It was 2020. Under the bridge for me.
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. Way under the
Under the
bridge.
bridge for me. Yes. Yes. How about Michael Jackson? Under the bridge.
Oh, no, not under the bridge. We love MJ.
We love Michael Jackson.
Oh, hell yeah.
Nice.
And we are never watching any Netflix documentary.
Okay.
Ever.
Yeah, hell
Yeah.
Not watching it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Hot wings. Under the bridge or not?
That has to be under the bridge for me. I don't like hot.
I like anything hot.
I do
so-
like hot.
I am a
myself.
broken Mexican.
I used to like hot, but as I got older, I decided it was too much effort.
Yeah. What about the aisle seat? I know you travel a lot.
Yeah, I don't see every time. Oh, that's on top.
Really?
I have to have the
Okay.
aisle.
Not the window?
Nope.
No, I have to have the
I like to
aisle.
move around.
Because
Yeah.
I have some room
Yeah.
in it at least.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the window. I like looking out. I like treating the flight like a roller coaster.
Yeah.
But again, at 6'6", the aisle seat is
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. You gotta have your space.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, it's time for the last segment. Learn something with Landon. And so, again, I saw that you guys are on your summer tour. Is there anything that you would like for the audience to know? Your social media, where can they reach you at? What's next for you all?
Yes, they can reach us on Facebook, The Prince Experience, or the full website is theprinceexperience.com.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes. And then, where's your next stop after here?
Ribfest?
Is it Memphis?
No, Ribfest.
Rib Fest. Oh yeah, no, that's in
yeah.
Michigan.
No, in
No,
Wisconsin.
that's Wisconsin, yeah.
Wisconsin.
Elkhorn.
There's another Rib Fest we're doing in Michigan too.
Yeah, you're right.
But we're doing the Wednesday. I think
Okay.
that's
Oh
next week.
yeah. We get them mixed up. We have a crazy schedule.
But Ribfest last year, the one we're playing in Wisconsin, was my first show with the band.
Oh, nice.
So
Okay.
it's going to mark 1 year anniversary for me.
Oh, congratulations.
But the big show that we're all excited for is the
Okay.
Bahamas,
Ooh, when is that one?
August 2nd.
Nice. That'll be
Yes.
fun. That'll be really
We
fun.
cannot wait for that one.
And we thought it was hot here. You know.
Oh,
I
that's
don't
really
care.
hot.
There's a nice beach over
Yeah,
there.
that's true.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, is there anything that you would like to leave with the audience? And, well, I'm going to ask, how, if someone wanted to start their own band, what would be some keys that you would give them to have a longevity career like you all have?
Practice a lot. Do vocal practices to make sure that the vocals themselves sound really tight,
Okay.
because that's so important. And just don't be afraid to keep going back and listening to things and going, is that right or is it not? And make sure everybody is cool with, if somebody's doing something that doesn't sound right, to be able to say, hey, that doesn't sound right, and fix it together as a group. Is if you can't work with somebody who doesn't want to hear that they're doing something wrong, then your band's not going to be as good as it could be. Because that's when a band is so strong, is when everybody's going, you know what, let's work on that part,
Yes.
that drum part or that guitar part. Somebody tells me, whatever part, I'll listen to what they have to say.
Yeah.
And we talk about it, we work it out.
Let's work on keeping those balls in your pants.
Right, okay.
That too.
That's a good one, yes.
Also, on kind of another level, it's play music with people that you like. People that you like to hang out with, whether
Yes.
you play music or not.
Oh yeah.
And that can go a long way for longevity, especially, like you said. You know.
Mm-hmm.
And it really contributes to the energy on stage
Yes.
too. The
Yes.
chemistry is important.
Yes. Well, I appreciate you all so much for taking the time to talk to
Yeah,
me.
thank you for
Thank
having
you
us.
for bridging
Send
the
us a
gap.
link, please.
I surely will.
Yeah,
When it
we'll,
gets
we'll,
up.
we'll share it on our page.
Yes.
We'll get you all kinds of
I would
views.
love that. Thank
Oh,
you
yeah.
so much. So
We got like 15,000 people on our page. So.
yes, and we can connect. That's what it's
Yes.
all about. Landon-Bridging, connecting the
Exactly.
gap.
Yes,
Exactly.
love that.
Yes. So love what you do. Love who loves you. Stay connected and have a great night.
Thank you.
Yeah.